Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Hello all, myself Lakshmi Priya, yes, School of Computing, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today we are going to see the topic on Introduction to MongoDB. So first of all, what is MongoDB? It is nothing but a NoSQL database. NoSQL in a sense, there is no particular structure for any database. So that is what NoSQL database. Also, it is called as a document-oriented database. All the data will be stored in terms of a document here. So that's why we call it as a document-oriented database. And also, if you see, it is going to give you an high performance, high availability, and as well as scalability. So which means it is open source. You can install your particular application freely available. Also, it is highly available also. Performance is also high, and you can add multiple documents inside your database. So it will be highly scalable also. So this is what actual MongoDB is. Now, if you see the history of MongoDB, initially MongoDB was developed or began in 2007. It was initially developed based on the New York based organization which was called the 10th Gen, and it was renamed it as MongoDB Inc. Later, if you see it, the production of a MongoDB, the MongoDB version of 1.4 was released in March 2010. So this is the next version. Now currently in your MongoDB 8.0 has been used. So this is the current version of a MongoDB they are using right now. Now, what are the advantages of MongoDB if you see it? MongoDB is nothing but schemaless. So, schemaless is nothing but there is no proper structure. So, you can insert any number of a document with any size or any volume or any capacity, whatever it is required. So, that's why it is schemaless. So, you can also see there can be a number of fields, content as well as size of your document. So, there is no particular rules or regulations to store your document or a data. It is a schemaless. So, there can be a different types of a content, data, size, everything. So that is also one of the advantages. Since it is a NoSQL, it can be of your any format. And also if you see, it is going to provide a facility of deeper query, because in one single collection, many documents can be inserted, and one single document can consist of multiple fields. So that's why it is deeper query facility is being provided. And also it is easy to scale. As I said, it is easy to scale in a sense, multiple values can be added easily. So these are some advantages of your MongoDB. And this is a comparison between your normal SQL or else your normal relational database management system with your MongoDB. So if you call a database in RDMS, it is also a database in your MongoDB. And all your database in your RDBMS will be of rows as well as your columns. So all your rows and columns will be in terms of your table. So in terms of a table, your MongoDB, you call it as a collection. So if entire table consists of rows and columns, here all the documents will be inserted in one single collection. So that is why table is equivalent to your collection. And if you say each and every row or a tuple in your SQL, it is equivalent to your document in your MongoDB. So that is the another example. And if you see here, it is an index, also that is also index. Index in a sense, if you are going to take any particular value based on the index in your RDBMS, same thing it is also referred as an index in your MongoDB. And if you are using a join is used for joining any two tables in your RDBMS. And if we are using in MongoDB, it is called as an embedding as well as linking. Embedding and linking is nothing but merging two documents or collections. So that's where we are using the term embedding or linking. As well as foreign key. So foreign key is used for what? It's nothing but connecting your another table with one table. So that is the foreign key. Same way here you will use the concept of reference. So reference is collecting your another collections or document based on the reference value. So this is the difference between your normal RDBMS as well as your MongoDB. So RDMS is nothing but your SQL, whereas normal MongoDB is nothing but your NoSQL. Same in terms of our pictorial representation, if you noted. So your overall thing is going to be a database. There is also a database inside which tables will be there here, and here you will see it as a terms of a collections. And if you see here, tables consist of rows and columns. This rows in terms of a document, you will see it in your MongoDB, and collections, columns will be terms in terms of your fields in your MongoDB. So this is how the pictorial representation or a difference between RDBMS and MongoDB will look like. So same in another format, if you see, one single database consists of multiple here collection. So this is a MongoDB. So one single database consists of multiple collection. Each and every collection consists of multiple documents. So that is what MongoDB. Same thing, RDBMS, one single database consists of multiple tables. Each and every table consists of multiple rows as well as columns. So this is the basics of a difference between your normal SQL as well as your NoSQL, which in terms of you call it as an RDBMS as well as your MongoDB. So this is how the data will be stored. And if you see now in your MongoDB, what is actually a collection is. So collection is nothing but you can see it is a group of documents. So all your documents put together in one single collection. So it is equivalent to your table in your RDBMS. So how all your rows put it inside your one single table. Likewise, all your documents will be stored in one single collection. So that is what collection. So there is no schema for this. So that's why schema less it is called as. And now what is document? So document is nothing but in one single particular document is nothing but a basic unit of a data. So a document can consist of any number of fields. So this is equivalent to a row in RDBMS. That is one single row in a table is equivalent to one single document in your collection. So that is why this document is nothing but a unit of your data. And this is be an order set of fields. So each and every particular document consists of one field called as a key. So using that identifier only, we will identify what kind of a document is about. So this particular entire thing will be stored based on BSON format, that is binary JSON format. So that is JavaScript object notation format. So that is how it will be followed. So similar to your JSON notation. So this is the actual document is. Now, how we are going to create a database inside your MongoDB. So, initial particular main thing is creating your database. So, how we are going to create a database. So, for creating a database, if there is no existing database, you need to create a database with the help of a command called use. So, UASASE. So, it is nothing but a use is a command is used for creating your database. So, if you use database name, it's nothing but this is a syntax. For example, if you put it as use MyDB, so it is termed as you are going to create a database named as MyDB. So once you are given this red color command, the blue color command is your output that will be shown in your command prompt. So it is switched to DB of MyDB. So database MyDB. So currently there is a new database named as MyDB. So this is how you will create a new database. And if you want to check what type of a database you have inserted, you can put DB here. So this DB gives you an output, MyDB as an output. So this is nothing but MyDB is the output which you have created newly a database. So that's where it is showing here. And show DBS is a command which will list you what are all the database it is already available inside your MongoDB. So that will give you a show DBS. So this command is used for creating a database. So if you want to create any particular database, just put a command called USE, use a database name. Next one, once you have created and inside thing everything you have done, if you wish to drop the database, there is also a command called dropping a database, that is db.drop database. If you drop the database, all the files inside your database, everything will be deleted or removed from your database. So that is what db.drop database. So this function will delete all the entire set of files inside that particular database. So this is what dropping your database. Now one single database can consist of multiple collection. So how to create a collection? So for creating a collection, again there is one single command called db.create collection, and inside your normal brackets you have two parentheses. So that is nothing but one is name, another one is options. That is two arguments is there. So db.create collection alone, C will be caps, and two normal thing is options or parameters is nothing but names as well as options. So name is nothing but what is the collection name, which name you want to create a collection. So that is the name here. And option is nothing but how much of size. So this is actually a optional parameter. If you want you can give it, but it's going to take how much of a size it is going to contain. So that is what option is. So using this command it is going to create a new collection inside your database. And if you see here example, use MyDB. So we have created one database called MyDB, and inside MyDB we are going to create a collection. So db.create collection, and within your brackets you are putting within quotation college. So here college is nothing but the collection name. So once you are given this, output is going to be OK:1, which means the MongoDB has accepted there is one collection created which is named as your college here. So that is what creating a collection. And if you want to check what are all the collections you have created, so there is a command called show collections. So this show collections will list you what are all the collections you have created previously, or what are all the collections previously available inside your one single database called MyDB. So that is what college as your collection will be displayed here. So this is an example for creating a collection. And now there is a command for creating a collection. Without using a create collection command also, collections will be created. And how to use that particular thing? So that is nothing but you are going to insert a document inside your collection, which is going to be inside your database, right? So for that, db.college.insert. So this is a command. So db is a database dot college. So whichever you are giving as a second thing, that is going to be a collection name. If you didn't create a collection also, automatically once you have created this comment or entered this comment, automatically a college collections will be created there. So db.college.insert. So which means that college is a collection. Inside college you are going to insert a document. This document is going to be normal open bracket close bracket. Every document consists of a curly braces. So one single document which is named as a Sathyabama. So which means a document which has only one field which has a name as a Sathyabama. So this document has been inserted inside a collection college in your database. So if you check the show collections, this college will be displayed. Even though if you didn't create a collection separately using a command, this command will work for creating a collections. So this is how you will create a collection with another step. And if you want to drop the collections, you have created. So similar to how you have dropped the database, similarly if you want to drop the collections. So for dropping the collections, the command is db.collectionname.drop. So automatically this is going to drop the collections whatever you have created. Once you have given this, so the collection name is previously we have created is as college here. So db.college.drop if you are going to give, output is going to be true. So true in a sense, the collection college is being dropped or removed from your database. That's why it is giving it as true here. So this is how you will drop your collections here. Next we are going to see the data types inside your MongoDB. So these are the basic data types that has been used inside your MongoDB. So that is your string, integer, double, boolean, null, array and object ID. So this is the first main thing you need to know about creating documents. What are all the data types available inside your MongoDB? So first one is going to be your string. So as we know, string is normal thing which going to consist of a character. So this is an example. So they have created a database called GFG, and inside that database there is a collection called student. Now db.student.insert many. So we are going to insert multiple documents. So if suppose there are two documents, each and every document is enclosed by curly braces, and entire collection of a document is enclosed by your square brackets, and then your overall function is your insert many is going to close with normal brackets. So here name is going to be Akshay as well as Vikas. So these two are nothing but the string here. So this is one kind of a data type that has been available. So anything which going to enclosed with the characters, we call it as your string. So all your strings will be represented within the codes. So that is what this string is about. So this string should be a valid of UTF-8 format. Only then MongoDB will accept. So this is for creating. Once you have created, if you want to view it, you can put it as find command. So that will list you what are all the documents you have inserted. And now second one is nothing but integer type. So it can be of 32-bit integer or it can be of a 62-bit integer value can be there. So a same example, here they are inserting only one single document. So db.student is a collection, insert one document enclosed with the curly brace of one document which has name as well as the age. So age 19 is going to be an integer here. So that is what this example is used for, integer as a data type. So that will be printed. So if you note here, whatever document we are inserting, the output whenever it is printing, it is being printed with an ID called object ID. So this is what a unique identifier here. Okay. So that is also one data type available here. And our third one is double. So if you want to store all your numbers in terms of a floating point, then you can use the double as your one of your data type. So same example which has a name, age and marks. So marks can be in terms of an integer. So they are storing it in terms of a marks. So this marks can be 546.43. So that is being displayed here. So this is terms as a double as one of your data type here. And next data type is nothing but your boolean. So boolean takes a logical value of true or false. So whether the particular person has been passed or failed. So any value we can give it inside your document. So that will not be enclosed within your quotation. So automatically it will be treated as your boolean data type. So name is Vishal, which is going to be person is passed or not. So pass is equal to true. So that is a boolean data type here. And next one is your null. So null value in a sense for storing nothing. So for example, if you see here, name has been Akash, mobile number they didn't store anything, so null. So they are not wishing to give the mobile number, or that particular field is not mandatory for this document. So in that case you can give NULL. So automatically it takes the term NULL, which means that there is no value for this. So that is what is used to store the null value. So the user don't want to give any particular information, but the particular key is being there, then it will be treated as your null value here. Okay. And next one is your array. So array is nothing but it going to take the different types of your data. So all the values will be enclosed with one single key with your square brackets here. So for example, if you see here, same thing, we have a name as an Akash, mobile number as a null. But if you see the skills here, it has been enclosed with a particular person has multiple skills, which has been given as C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. So these all values consist of for a single person skill. So you can put entire thing inside your square brackets. So this particular term is termed as your array data type for your MongoDB. So these are some particular data types available in your MongoDB. And last one is nothing but your object ID. So object ID, as I said, it is going to be an identifier which is going to uniquely identify your document from your MongoDB. So for uniquely identifying this one, there is a 12 bytes of your hexadecimal value. So out of this 12 bytes, your 4 bytes consists of your timestamp value at which time it has been created, and 5 bit consists of your random value. So out of which 5, 3 is going for your machine ID and 2 bytes is for your processing ID. So based on this 5 bits, a random value will be generated, and last 3 bits for your counter. So counting the particular counter value will be stored. So all this entire 12 bits will be stored as an hexadecimal value for each and every particular document as an unique identifier. So this is termed as an object ID. So this is also one of your data type in your MongoDB. So these are mainly basically used data type inside your MongoDB. Thank you.